were you nipping in that fight after the point got taken away
Yeah.
and then the eye poke happened? Because I was nipping for you, dude.
I was just like, I was, when the point got taken away, I just told myself, man, not again. Not because like I might lose the fight. It was 100%. I do not want to be labeled as a dirty fighter.
Right.
And that was, and you can literally see in my face, you can see in my shoulders, I just like shrug. I'm just like, did this really happen again? And I was just like, I was so down in the dumps for that 1 second, and then I was like, okay, let's get back into it. You need to be present. You need to win this fight. And then when the eye poke happened, like after the fight as well, my corner said, listen, if that eye poke didn't happen, you would have gotten the finish. And it was, and I, watching the fight back, that's true.
Yeah.
We were so aggressive going forward. We were landing shots. We were landing combos, not just one shot. We were landing multiple shots. And then the eye poke happened. And watching that fight back was just like, it. I would have, if I just kept on pressing the pedal, I would have finished that fight. And but at the end of the day, coulda, woulda, should have. It's one of those things. I got a lot of guys that say I'm a dirty fighter. Next fight, I'm gonna pull guard.
There's no chance of a low blow. There's no chance of anything.
I'm not throwing a single punch. I'm pulling guard and I'm just hugging the guy for 3 rounds.
A Minari roll into his leg and
I'm gonna go for the dark arts of ankle locks.
Exactly, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate because I mean, and people were booing afterwards because it's just one of those things. That's what they've seen so far.
Yeah.
They don't know, like, from everybody that's spoken or asked, like, they asked Rikus afterwards about it as well. And, like, everybody that knows you and that's close to you was just saying, like, it's so sad, actually, because you're, like, one of the nicest guys. And obviously it's not intentional.
Yeah.
So I think if you just keep, I mean, you've obviously got your team probably saying something similar, but people will eventually see you're not a dirty fighter.
Yeah.
I mean, people thought John Jones was a dirty fighter for the longest time, and where's he now?
Yeah.
So
well, it's just easy, and I said it in the post-fight speech as well. You know, like, you can take 2 groin kicks for every pound you lose weight, and just like, no, like, hats off to him. He was super tough. But if you look at the body of work we did in that fight, we threw a lot of significant strikes. We attempted a lot of strikes. It was a chaotic fight. Mana Martinez came in with a good pace. He came in with also a lot of volume. So mistakes are bound to happen. And but at the end of the day, we were supposed to win every single round on the judges' scorecards, and then the point deduction happened. After that, we went 10-9, and after that, we went 10-8 on 2 of the judges' scorecards.
Yeah.
So there's no question in my mind I was the better fighter on the night, and we got to show that as well. Technically, I was very happy with the fight. I was happy with how we got to mix up the stuff. There's a long list of stuff that we need to fix, but I'm looking forward to the next camp, because now we are honing in that type of mentality and type of technical ability we want to showcase, and we'll just do that better the next time.
Is that something, I know after in the post-fight speech in the octagon, I think even, but definitely in the press conference area, you said, like, one of the first things you're going to do is go back and relook at that fight and evaluate and make changes and critique and everything.
Yeah.
Have you done that yet? And is that something that you do, like, straight after the fight, like straight away?
Yeah, I do that on the plane back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I have a lot of time, obviously, on a 16-hour flight back from Newark to here. So I watched it a few times. I take a lot of notes, and usually Coach watches it as well, and he has a few notes, and Coach Henny as well. So we'll sit around the table, watch it again together once I'm back, and then we'll compare notes as well. So sometimes there's something that I might miss or he might miss, and then we'll have a in-depth discussion about exactly that. And yeah, so we were joking, you know, I sent Henny a photo of me watching the fight, and I said, you know, I'm starting to take my notes, and number 1 is no more groin strikes, and his reply is number 1 should be no more fouls at all. And I was just like, okay, that's a good one. You know, that's so obviously that is number 1, but in terms of the stuff we did right, I think our pace was amazing. The conditioning was great. Fitness was there. Power needs a lot of work. I got the knockdown, but I should have knocked him clean out. And that's, sometimes I chase that in fights as well, and that sometimes costs me finishes. But we'll look to improve that with the next one.
How do you, when you say power, is it about timing your shots more, or is it something that you develop as you get older? Is it, because I've heard a lot of people say you're born with power, with knockout power. So are you looking at working your timing, or what is it exactly?
I think timing is a massive thing. Sometimes, like in a lot of sparring sessions, I can feel like my timing is not there. We always joke about that old man strength. Like at a certain age,
Dan Henderson strength.
Yeah, you just get it, and usually that's not at 22 years old. So
you're not remotely an old man yet.
So we'll definitely look to improve on the timing, improve on punch technique, because if we can fix those two, it doesn't matter how hard you punch. I think if you can connect cleanly and you can do that effectively, we'll be able to finish the guys that are ahead of us. So I think that is just going to be a massive focus going forward. But luckily, I have such a great team. I have a great strength and conditioning coach. I have a great mental coach. My head coach is amazing. So we'll figure it out. It's like a little puzzle we're building now. So,
and little bits will come on as your journey goes. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, I've got another one for you over here and over here. Please don't forget to subscribe over here and have a look at my other socials down in the description box below. Thanks for watching.